Okay, taking a look at Safari, first thing we are going to do is actually go to Safari in the Preferences. Notice that it's Command comma. Under General tab, if you want to change the home page, you simply set to current page. You can also change it when it opens a new window. Oftentimes these are forgotten, so you want to change those. You also have a few other options if you want to update your favorites or top sites. I'll show you that in a little bit. Jumping over to tabs, this is simply just shortcuts that you can use if you choose. The other options that you might run across is search. If you don't like using Google, you can choose 3 other options. If for some reason a website's asking you to use Flash or your location or anything else like that, this is how you would actually turn it on. Oftentimes, for example, if you go to Flash, you turn it on, you also want to turn it on here, or at least put it to ask. So those are your preferences. Now actually looking at the browser, you will want to spend some time taking a look up at the menu bar. They're pretty straightforward. This is your bookmarks, your history. But looking at the browser itself, we have those red stoplights if you want to go full screen or anything. Back and forward. This button actually shows you either your reading list, little spectacles, or your bookmarks. So it actually shows you both. Oftentimes you don't want to see that, so you just press it again, it goes away. The address bar, that shows you where you're at. This is also a search engine. You'll notice when you scroll over this, you can actually press the plus sign and you can bookmark it, or if you just press the plus sign, it just by default goes to your reading list. So if you happen to see an article that you need to read later for a class, you are going to be able to do that. This will simply refresh the page if something's not loading right. The next icon right here just shows you what you have recently downloaded. This will show you, again, a way to add a bookmark, or if you have to send certain files or whatever else. Notes is a nice option to be able to save information on your Mac. This little button is kind of handy. If you have multiple windows in Safari open at the same time, you press it, it's going to show you all of them. You can actually create a new one, and it goes from there. Down below, the little waffle icon, you press that, it actually sends you to the favorites. Again, in preferences, you can make that change if you want to see more or less of those. Here, I actually are my favorites as well. I happen to just name them icons. These are all the different tabs that I currently have open. And then there's also a plus sign that I can press, and then I can go to wherever I want. Let's go to high school, because you'll need to do this. Go to students, and one thing that everybody is going to be going to for announcements and communication would be Schoology. So select that. You'll type in your credentials. You will want to bookmark it. Again, I showed you a couple different ways. Either press and hold this button. You can go bookmark, add bookmark, or I actually like the shortcut Command D. So I'm going to do that. This pops up. So you can create your own folders. You can also choose it in favorites, which would be this right here. If you don't see that, you can actually go view, and if you want to hide the favorites toolbar. So view is kind of a nice option to be able to see a variety of different things. So that is Safari.